Hey guys, just got back from seeing Bambi the Reckoning. Um, yeah, the new horror movie version of Bambi. Yes, you heard that right. It's in the same continuity as what they're calling it now, the Twisted Childhood. Uh, what the fuck is it being called? Anthology or some shit like that? What the hell is it being called? I don't know. It's basically in the same continuity and in the same universe as the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey movies and the recent Peter Pan movie that they just did. I did not see that one. I still haven't seen that one, but I did see the first two Winnie the Pooh movies. Unfortunately, I did. I did, and I the first one's really fucking bad. Like everybody and their mom has said, it's one of the worst. It's a big giant piece of pile of shit, giant pile of shit. And I remember when the second one came out, that was like what last year, and everybody was telling me, "Oh, it's so much better. It's actually not bad. It's actually a pretty good movie." And then I watched it, and I went, "Really? This is good? This is what we're calling good now? Okay, fuck, whatever. I guess maybe I'm just completely out of the loop. I don't fucking know. I'm like, all right, this is what we're calling good. If this is what we're calling good, I don't know. Um, I mean, it was probably technically better, but still had stuff like Tigger to say, bitch, come here, bitch, bitch, bitch. That's all I fucking remember is like Tigger just like to say bitch a lot. It's like, why? Why are we having Tigger say bitch of all fucking things? I hear there's gonna be a third one. Eventually, eventually the plan is, I think coming next year, they're gonna have all the basically you don't know what they're doing, what these movies are doing. They're basically taking anything that is, I believe, all public domain nowadays, like Winnie the Pooh, Bambi. They're about to do Pinocchio, and I think they're planning to do like a Sleeping Beauty and Snow White and stuff in the future. And I think maybe the only reason they haven't done those yet is because maybe they're not in the public domain. I don't know what the. That's basically why they're tricking people to go see them just because of the stupidity of what they're about to do, or what they're doing. And eventually, the plan is that they're going to make a Avengers type film with all these characters in a film together because why the fuck not? So yeah, this is the first one I've seen in theaters. Bambi the Reckoning is the first one I saw in theaters. I saw this goddamn thing in a theater. You know, I mean, I know the first two Winnie the Pooh movies did come to my theater. I had to pay like $20 to see that movie, and there was no fucking way you were gonna make me pay $20 to watch that shit. I got to see this for free, so I mean, there you go. If you wonder why, like I got to see this free, I have Regal Unlimited. But the Winnie the Pooh movies, I couldn't use my Regal Unlimited. If it's like one of those movies, it's like a Fathom Events movies, you can't use it. So that's why I don't do Fathom Event movies and stuff like that. Um, Review those because pay $20. I'm a cheap bastard. I'm not paying $20 if I can just watch it for free. So, yeah, especially Winnie the Pooh. Uh, so yeah, I went in with low expectations. Because like I said, it's in the same universe, and the same made by the same people that made Winnie the Pooh movies. And all right, just get right off the bat. It's not very good. This movie, it's Bambi the Reckoning. What the fuck do you expect? It's a horror movie version of Bambi. But while I say that, this might be the movie that kind of turns my opinion around on these movies because this movie, I had a blast watching it. I'm not gonna lie, this movie's not very good, but you know what? I had a blast watching it. It's one of the stupidest movies I've sat in the theater and saw in a while, but I don't regret it. Like it's kind of like in the same vein as stuff like Cats. When I first saw Cats, and that it's really fucking stupid. It's really bad. But I really enjoyed the hell. I did not like regret seeing any of it. Um, I sat in a theater like they put it in the smallest theater. Like of course they did, and so the room was pretty had a decent little crowd, and most of us were talking throughout this movie because of how stupid this movie. I'll give this movie credit. The movie's like only an hour and 22 minutes. It doesn't fuck around. It does not fuck around. It does not fuck around with like trying to develop characters or any of that shit that you would expect from a movie. No, it just says fuck it. You know what you're here for, and that's this fucking mutant Bambi killing deer, this killer deer that is supposed to be Bambi. So that's what you're coming here for. You're not here for the human characters. So fuck it. Let's just like almost like within like 5 minutes, like the deer is attacking the mom and the son that are the main characters of the movie. So you're like, all right, at least this movie's not fucking around. At least, and the fucking I knew like from the get go, like I was like, yep, this is going to be one of those kinds of movies when they explained the backstory of how Bambi became a mutant deer. And so let me just try to give you what I believe is what the backstory is. They do it with like same almost same animation they did with the first uh Winnie the Pooh, like in the same vein, like almost the same animation that told the backstory of Winnie the Pooh and how he became evil and Piglet became evil. So Bambi in this storyline watched his mom get shot by hunters, and then grew up grew up into a deer. Grew up to be older and raised its own family, and then his wife gets run over by a truck, and then he gets hit in the head with a shovel, and some reason a company decides to dump like a chemical ooze or some shit like that, chemical waste, into the forest. And Bambi wakes up and drinks some of this ooze, and so it becomes a giant, huge mutant deer because of that. That is what the origin of Bambi is in this movie. That sounds as stupid as it sounds. I'm just sitting there. I think at that point I was like, all right, what? I mean, I don't know why I expected like a better story, but this is really fucked. I was like, all right, whatever. I was just like, I was just sitting there like, whatever, and that's the reason why you have the subplot that takes up half the movie, where you're following these hunters that are basically hunting this mutant deer. They work for this company that supposedly dumped this chemicals when they're not supposed to, and they cause these mutant deers, and also I'll get into the other part that they cause, but they cause these mutations among animals. So that's the plot, the backstory of why Bambi became what he becomes in this movie. So and then, like I said, after that, you pretty much get a brief introduction to the main girl and her son, and then it's off to the races, and you get to see Bambi attacking them and all that shit like that. And there's some